Inventory in housing, let's just talk about this, remains very, very low. And remember, when we talk about inventory, of course, we need to separate it into two major parts: new home inventory and resale or existing home inventory, and how that plays out. This article was really interesting. This is by Logan. He's been on the show a couple of times. He writes for Housing Wire as their chief economist. He says, low inventory is not fake news. Why are the home builder stocks up? Yeah, up so much, right? Home builder stocks not suffering anywhere near the way some people thought and predicted they would. Didn't they know that new home sales apocalypse is here? The article says, you know, the one that says we have too much inventory and millions of vacant homes in the US, according to this theory, and it is just a theory. We have more homes under construction than at any time in history. The truth is, it's not 2008 all over again. I understand the lure of the housing 2008 story, Logan goes on to say. However, people who say low inventory is fake news don't realize that the housing credit channels are very different from 2008. Now, we've talked about this extensively, folks. You know, the market is completely different than the 2008 scenario, where all kinds of liar's loans were being given out, where the mortgage lending standards were insanely liberal. We have nothing like that now. We've had nothing like that the past 14 years, or 15 years, I should say. It's just a completely different thing. So check out this chart if you're watching on video. If not, I'll of course explain it to you. And it shows the number of active listings since 1982. I like this chart because it goes back really far, way back to 1982. And you can see that our inventory now is lower than it's ever been, almost. Okay, because it was slightly lower during the COVID era, of course, where we saw it get even lower than it is now. But inventory now, extremely low. You can see that in 2008, I mean, it was like orders of magnitude higher than it is today. And even in 2000, when inventory got very, very low, and in about, I guess that would be about 1994, inventory also got very, very low. It's lower than any of those times, except for that little blip during the COVID era where it got even lower than it is today. But inventory is still extremely low. Remember, in terms of active listings, only about 400,000 homes for sale in the country. We need triple that. We need triple that just to be at the normal mark. But again, always segment new homes to resale homes. The statistics I just shared are MLS statistics from the multiple listing service. Now, the other thing, of course, that we've talked about many times over many years on the show is simply demographics. And I love studying demographics because demographics really show you the destiny. They show you the future. There is just no question that based on approximate ages of people moving through the population pyramid, they will act and spend certain ways at certain periods in their life. Now, it does get skewed a little bit. Certainly, it's been skewed with the millennial generation who has postponed marriage, postponed household formation. You all maybe saw the Failure to Launch movie, that comedy movie, and that is certainly true. But at some point, the dam breaks. And this shadow inventory, even of the millennial group, so many of them delaying things and sort of moving into that phase much more slowly, they even are still moving into it. It cannot wait forever. So the launch will happen. It might be a failure to launch for a while. They might postpone things. They might launch later, but they're still launching, okay? And you just look at the demographics coming at the housing market, and you look at this very low affordability that we have, putting upward pressure on rents. I mean, you know, there's a lot to take advantage of.